We are live. Hello and welcome to Mary. What do you see? We're here again in prime time tonight. Tonight is a great night, and as always, we are the show that is psychically supercharged and here to help. I'm back tonight after a short, call it a vacation, and ready to get back at it. We have a whole slate of cases tonight, including one from just a few days ago, and a lot more. So we're going to get to it. But before I go on, let me clear up a few things. This show is for entertainment purposes only. We have only information available to the general public and whatever spirit wants to add. Mary is a psychic medium, and she is merely the messenger. So if you don't like the message, take it up with spirit. Joining us tonight is our host from last week. It seemed like everything went pretty well around here, but he's also our executive producer. So if you think last week went well and you think the show is getting better, please give a big thank you and say hello to Jason.
Woohoo, Jason!
Jason.
I got a new promotion.
Yeah,
yeah, you're the replacement host when I have I wanted to watch football. That is what I was doing.
Yeah.
It was a good show last week. Well done. But I'm back at it. So as long as I don't get too many complaints, most of the complaints are about me anyway. I'll stay as the host. But below me down here, of course, she's been my co-host since day one, and she's probably the one you're looking at for the most part, isn't it? Right? She is our public relations guru. She is our resident makeup artist and model. Please say hello to the very lovely Brooke. How are you, Brooke?
Hey, Brooke.
I am wonderful. How is everybody else here?
Good.
Yeah, great.
I'm happy to be here, and thank you guys for joining in today.
I'm not really wonderful. I'm able to put on a face. I'm able to lie really well. So that's
Yeah, I'm actually doing like a 2 out of 10. So I'm putting on the baby's 2, but let's do this.
But 2's actually pretty good for her, actually, for the most part, right? 2's better. But before we goof around too much, of course, let's talk about the star of the show. She is ready to open up a can of psychic whip ass on some perpetrators and bring some closure to long-suffering families. She has a powerful gift, and she has largely hidden it. But now, she's bringing that to you because her passion is missing people. She is a psychic medium and remote viewer, and she is one of the top 5 psychics on Earth. Please give a warm welcome to Mary the Medium.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
How's
Somehow we end up in different locations every show. I'm up in the upper right this time. I don't. These are the things we should talk about beforehand. But just noticed that Mary's
last week we were side by side.
Oh well, this is kind of really nonsense. We should probably get to one of the cases, huh? So let's. Anybody want to talk about something beforehand or anything to announce, or want to get to the cases?
My cat had the stinkiest poo-poos. Can I go turn on the AC unit for a second?
Yeah, I can fill the air. Why don't you go take care of your problem, because cat farts are. I have recently become a cat owner, and holy cow, they don't fill up the room. I mean, they're like little, bullets, but man.
Okay, so I have a bone to pick with you. You said 2 out of 10 is like good for me.
Yeah, I was teasing. Yeah, 2 out of 10 is not good for you. 5 or 6 is good for you.
Okay, I'm back. Let's get.
I've been at like a 7 lately. Just I'm tired. But that was
okay. Well, Mary, you've taken care of the stinky cat situation, so let's bring to the stage.
I'm sorry, guys.
Really nasty stuff. So let's bring to the stage.
He's diabetic.
This is this gentleman is Javion McGee. This actually is only happened just a few years ago, and just there's a lot to this case. There's a lot that has been accused or thrown out there, very little in the media. So I want to bring this case to everyone's attention. This is Javion. He's a 21-year-old truck driver from Chicago. Just a few days ago, he was found hanged to death near a tree in North Carolina, where he was working as a trucker. So before we go into much more detail, Mary, what do you see here?
Okay, so I got he was I'm seeing a road. I'm seeing a small little store on the road, not a big box store, like I think he was at a bigger box store, but he's on the road and it's a smaller store. It's a little bit down the road. And I feel like he gets stopped. He gets stopped by cops because he's black.
Ooh.
He's in a southern town full of. Okay, I'm going to spell it out. Okay,
Yeah.
you know I don't sugarcoat shit. So
That's why we need a lawyer. Yeah. Go ahead, Mary.
yeah, okay, so he just showed up and he said that they were racist. I felt like he was beaten. They beat. This is from this gentleman, Javon. Is that his name, Javon?
Javion.
Javion. They were racist. They were white men. They beat me. And you gotta get my mom. Okay? They beat me. They were racist. They were cops.
Wow.
And they were one of them's a bigger guy, kind of reddish brown hair, over to the side. For the most part, it looked like they were middle-aged cops, but one of them was younger, a younger man. And one of them is a card-carrying member of the KKK.
The police.
The police. This is from this man's spirit right now to me. They beat me. Please get my mom. Please get my mom. They're beating me. They think I stole this truck. They don't understand why excuse my French. Can I say it? I probably can't.
I don't say it. No.
Just say N. Just say the N.
The N is driving a truck through our town. Now I'm going to say this.
Wow.
This came from his spirit to me out of my mouth. Okay, this is him talking through me. I'm going to tell you, I've got family in that town. That is one rabid Barney Fife community when it comes to cops.
This is
You
Henderson,
understand what I'm
North Carolina.
saying? Good old boy, rabid Barney Fifes. Those cops need to be indicted.
Wow. Yeah, that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that took a different turn than the public story.
They
for
did
sure.
something to his neck. They beat him so bad, but they did something to him almost, and I believe it was a lynching. It was a lynching. They strung him up, and he had to stop one of them from setting him on fire. One of the guys stopped.
That's interesting. Talk a little bit about. I mean, there's very little on the story publicly. The police in the coroner's report had said that his body was unremarkable. There's no signs of foul play. Certainly no bruising or no damage, or other than the neck.
His
this
face
is what
is
the
not
police
recognizable. His face is not recognizable.
Wow. Well, a couple of interesting things. Well, forget, all the accusations that he was found without his phone or wallet, and he wasn't alone. He had a partner. That's what people have accused. The biggest thing they're accusing of, this is his mother, is accusing the police of not allowing her to see his body, not even allowing her to see pictures of his body. First, she was told that it was COVID restrictions, she couldn't see it, and then she was told that because his father hadn't signed off on her seeing it, that he couldn't allow her. And now they're saying that they don't want her to go through the trauma of seeing this because it would be awful to see.
Because Javon is saying they beat him to an unrecognized. I mean, like his face is unrecognizable.
So
And-
certainly the
and-
coroner would be in on it if that was, because that's his report says there's no other injuries.
Right. And it's a good old boy system
Mhm.
in the South. And I'm telling you, those cops from him, what he's showing me, those cops, what he is saying to me, the cops are dirty. That's exactly what he just said, and I'm saying it out
I
loud.
am. God,
The
just
cops
freaks me.
are dirty.
Wow.
He looks like such a nice guy. I know
Where's
that
the-
I'm not
Where's
Yeah.
the
a
FBI?
character, obviously, but
Where's
Yeah, I
the
mean, this is
FBI?
it's really been pretty recent, but there's been a lot of social media attention to this case.
Yeah,
And
cops
this
are
is kind of
dirty.
what's being accused, or accusing the police of at least covering up at this point. But you're saying this is the police doing this.
He is saying the police did this to him.
So Javion is saying, so yeah, we're gonna get. I got I'm not sure how big that police department is. I've got a picture of some of the cops in that department, but I also want to
Let
put
me see
the
if I can
coroner's
pick
report
them
out there
out.
publicly.
Did you-
So
what?
He showed me.
So they're
two
saying
of
what the
them.
police are saying is that they're saying he went to a Walmart to deliver a package. He was a Walmart delivery driver, or was delivering to Walmart to deliver some packages. And while he was there, he purchased a rope that he used to hang
Bullshit.
himself.
No,
No, this is
no.
not true.
not true. Those cops are lying.
Did they target this guy? Like, or did he do something that made the cops like just flip on him?
They
Like-
thought he had stolen what he was driving. They thought he was a thief. They
thought
didn't
that he
realize
couldn't be
he
driving a
was
Walmart
truck
delivery
driver.
truck.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, because I'm telling you, the mindset of the deep South, it's very segregated. The blacks live on one side of the town, the whites live on the other. How do I know? I grew up there. I know this for a fact.
Okay, I'm gonna throw up a picture. This is a picture of a few officers from the Hendersonville Police Department. We've
Okay,
recently got the
let's
award, apparently.
see.
Anybody in this picture look like a bad person?
There was a guy that had. Is that it? Is that all? Is this the most?
I doubt this is all of them. This is just
No, this is
one of the
not
first I
all
found.
of them.
No, I
Not-
doubt it. I'm not
not
sure how
all
big
of
that city
them
is,
at
but this
all.
is a few of them. But anybody in
Yeah.
this picture ring a bell or look,
Yes. The second from the left.
that chubby gentleman?
Yeah, and I
that
want to
you-
see the guy on the very far right. I wish I could see if he had hair or not, but the guy on the very far left, second from the left, the very chubby man, because the man I saw was chubby.
Okay,
Let me say it in another way. He was freaking fat.
freaking fat.
I mean, it
Well,
really,
you know,
this really.
He can
pisses
say
me
all
off.
he wants about this guy. It's deserved. Fatty.
So
Well,
I need to.
There may be more than one fat cop. I mean, sometimes there's a lot.
I recognized him, but the guy I saw had like reddish brown hair, light brown hair. It had more of an auburn.
More
But
of
that,
a-
I do recognize him from what Javon showed me.
So we're looking at the fat guy for sure, and maybe the guy in the hat, but we're not really sure about that guy's hair color. He looks like he has darker. Well, it's hard to tell with the hat on.
Yeah, I can't tell. I don't think the one on the right, as I'm looking at it, the one with the hat on,
Hmm.
but he showed me a heavy set guy did this, and it looks. I mean, but the guy that I saw had hair, so. This other guy, the fat policeman, does not have much hair. None of
Just
them
as-
do, actually. That's pretty
But
weird.
how many people do you see involved? Are these all police involved
I
with this?
saw
or-
three. One's a young man.
Do you think they're all
The
cops,
young
all three of
man
them?
stood back. I saw one policeman I mean, one for sure, one policeman. I do believe that one of the perpetrators was outside of the police and like helping the police.
So they were all white
So
racist.
2 cops and
Yes,
one
white
guy helping
racist. Yes, all of them were.
It's a shame.
Yeah, I'm not finding pictures of the police department. Might be a little bit of digging we need to do here, but yeah, this is gigantic. All right, I want to talk. Where did they encounter this guy? Did they encounter him at the? You said something about a big box store at the beginning. What did we see about a big box store?
I just saw a big box store, and I thought he left there. He left there, and then I thought he had stopped at. I see like a gas station. It's like an old timey mom and pop gas station. It looks like a white building is what it looks like a small wooden general store kind of place. I don't know if but that's where I'm getting this happened, or they stopped him, they pulled him over near this place. And I think they thought he had stolen the truck, and then you get in the mindset, we've got a thief here, and then it just escalates.
So you think it was a traffic stop? That's kind of how the encounter began.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think so, and I think Javon didn't understand what was happening to him. It was another, what was that guy out in California many years ago that got stopped and got beaten to hell and back by the cops?
Oh, Rodney King?
Yep, there you go. Another Rodney King case, peeps. I don't care what the police say, they are lying.
Well, his mom is making a lot of noise about not being able to see his body, and
I
it's
think
getting
we
public
should make
and
a
more
lot
public.
of noise.
So,
We
all
should make
the
a lot
noise.
of noise.
so it should be pretty obvious upon seeing him that they're
Yep.
lying, that this coroner is dirty.
They are lying. They are 100% lying. He did not commit suicide. He was murdered.
He was murdered. Yeah, the preliminary autopsy results. So, I mean, the sheriff is actually going along with this. So he's either stupid or he's
Of
part of
course
it.
he is.
I'm
He's
trying to see
probably part of it.
Yeah, there's a problem there.
Sheriff,
What are we
County
gonna do
Sheriff
about
Curtis
that
R.
child?
Brame.
We got
Oops.
a picture of the sheriff.
Curtis Brame.
I want to see him.
Yeah, it's coming. Somehow got into it. Curtis Brame. Well, he's a black guy, so this isn't helping the case at all. Yeah, Curtis
Just the
Brame.
racism these days.
I did not see a black guy.
Well,
I saw
he's at least
3
being involved
white
in the cover up
men.
or is incompetent and going along with it. But yeah, let me get a picture of him up
I
there.
don't
Let me
think
see.
he wants to believe that anybody on his force could do something like that.
Let's see. Let's put a picture of him up there and see if Curtis Brame is involved or is not, knowing what's going on in his department. What's Curtis going on? Let's go
No,
on
he
Curtis.
is not. He is not.
Do you think
is
he just
not
doesn't know
involved.
what's going on?
I think he's doing an internal investigation right now as we speak. Let me blow.
Oh, he's just saying everything's normal because he can't talk too much yet because he might be trying to uncover something, huh?
Yeah. I think he knows he has a few bad cops.
So he's just sort of not speaking because he doesn't know all the facts yet. But you think he's digging in?
I think think he's doing
it
it right now.
doesn't look like. I mean,
hit the fan. The shit is gonna hit the fan, people. And I think I think the FBI needs to come in. Okay. The FBI most definitely needs to come in.
yeah, certainly.
How do we facilitate that?
Send this video to the FBI.
All right.
Have the
Yeah,
mom
I mean
call.
that she was talking
yeah.
about this before we even.
Do you think there's
feds.
a way that
Cut
we
the
can get a
facts,
hold of
man. This
Javon's
is
mother?
well, she's got to see if she can see his body. It should be immediately obvious because if he's been beat to a pulp beyond recognition, that doesn't look
His
like a
head.
harmless
Well,
hanging.
that
And then the coroner has
that's so criminal. Like,
and he was lynched, like the KKK would string people up.
well,
He was lynched, people. And one of the cops, the bigger, he's heavy set, he is actually a card carrying member of it. Okay, very racist. Javon is saying very racist, very, very, very racist.
so the younger guy, is that also one of the officers? So the fat cop, the younger cop, and then the third guy, is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
So it's probably
That's
like
what
a
Javon showed
trainee.
me.
So let's talk about this third guy. Is the third guy involved from the beginning? Is it part of the plan, or is he called? Is he there from?
I think he's called. Like he saw the police officers trying to hold him down, and he came over, and I'm seeing a white muscle-looking T-shirt cut off, like white muscles, white, like one of those ragged. I think he worked at. He was where Javon pulled the truck over, and now I wouldn't be surprised if they moved his truck, if they staged this whole thing, but I see he gets called over to help the cops.
Okay, so perhaps you said he got pulled over near a small shack gas station or side of the road. Perhaps he worked at that place.
Yeah, yep, right there.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I know, but I have family there. Police, I know that the police get pretty friendly with small little bodega stores that sell coffee and Pepsi, just because they stop in.
It's not a
And these guys
bodega,
keep an eye on
honey.
the neighborhood.
It's a general type gas station store, mom and pop kind of place.
So how far from where they found him was this
I think
traffic stop?
Couple of miles.
Couple miles.
3 miles, maybe 3 to 8 miles. What does the report say? Do you have anything that says?
There's very little. The police are saying very little other than it's not a lynching. They actually came out and said it's not a lynching, or the governor or somebody said it's not a lynching. So they're just saying we're not telling you anything, but calm down.
They are lying.
This is dirty.
Are lying. This poor black man was strung up in a tree. His face was beaten to a pulp, unrecognizable. And these white cops are saying, oh, it's nothing. This is Henderson, right? North Carolina.
Henderson, North Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, no. They're effing lying. Somebody's got to get the feds in there. These good old boys need to be gotten out. I'm telling you, they're lying. They're lying.
I mean, how in the world do they get a coroner that would agree with them? I mean, it's part of the good old boy network.
It's a tight network of good old boys. I'm telling you. I know. I grew up with it.
Yeah, that's Henderson. Where is Henderson? Is that central North Carolina?
Yeah, that's actually where my twin sister went up there when she was alive, to a place up there. Yep, I know it well.
Henderson.
They are lying.
They're lying. Oh, I've been through that. I've been through like Valley Durham area. Yeah, there's some don't go bad areas. Yeah. Real scary.
Don't go through there because they pull you over, honey. They have the power of God. They think they have the power of God. Nobody go to these areas in the South. I'm telling you, I'm from there. I know how these boys work. Okay, these cops. and they think they have the power of God. Like I said, Rabid Barney Fife. And that's exactly what I saw. One of them is a card carrying member of the KKK. They strung this poor boy up who was only trying to do his job. They're like, what's that in doing driving that rig? He must have stole it. And bam, hey, we need your help. Come here. This is what Javon is showing me. We need your help. Come on, help us. And this young kid, probably in late 20s, came over and started wailing on him.
Poor guy, that poor mom. Now, all right, where do we know exactly where this took place? Was this outside of something? Is it CCTV viewer? Dana, one of our best people were saying, is there video footage? And I didn't know, but I said probably not.
There'll be video footage if he went to a big box store. There will not be video footage if it was on a rural road next to this general store.
Right.
So if he actually went to Walmart to buy the rope, they'll have evidence of it. And
right.
They're not going through your stuff. There's no chance of them having
He didn't kill himself. He didn't.
It didn't sound like it. I mean, 21, about to be 22. Driving for work.
So young, and he's got such a nice face. I like his energy. He seems like a kind soul.
Yeah, he was a kind soul. I mean, he is that way on the other side, but he wants his mother to know the truth.
Well, his mother's fighting for him. Let him know his mother is fighting. She is a beast. She is all over social media. They're doing a lot. So I tagged Justice for Javion on this show, and they're blowing that hashtag up. So keep fighting, Mom, because you're on the right track. Holy shit! I can't believe Mary was saying the stuff she's saying. I was afraid this was going to turn into he totally killed himself, and don't worry.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Oh no, honey! You got another
Dirty cops and fat boy. We're onto you, right?
Yeah, you got another Rodney King situation here. And it involves one member of the KKK. You absolutely do. And this guy, okay, if you go back, this is how you're going to know which cop it is. The cop's father was also a member of the KKK. Like it's a lineage that was passed down to him. So,
poison down the bloodline.
That cop's father, right?
It's a bloodline of the KKK. This one cop. His father, his grandfather for sure was KKK member. And I want to say Baptist Church. He's a Baptist. Baptist Church.
Everybody down there is Baptist, aren't they?
And I saw, I did see some, it looks like reddish, more brownish, light
throw
brown.
up a couple of cop pictures. I don't have any context here. I want to throw up a few pictures of some cops and see if anybody.
Light brown hair.
Ding, ding. Okay, here's 3 cops. Obviously, the black lady in the middle is probably out as a suspect, but the guy
no.
Okay,
like my family is from Franklin, Tennessee. My dad's side is from Franklin, and I remember I haven't been there since '95. I'm like Native American, but it's like
of these 3.
I did not see one person of color there, and they were rather racist.
I want to look at the guy on the left. Let's see if I recognize him. No, the guy that I'm seeing is older. Oh shoot, I can't blow it up like I wanted to. The guy is a little bit older, but I don't know how old these photos are. Guy on the left. Yeah.
Guy on the left.
Guy on the left looks kind of right. He look like the younger cop.
My left. If I'm looking at the screen, it's on the left.
Right here, he's got kind of auburn hair, brownish auburn hair.
Yeah.
That younger cop.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
right, so if we're going to make some accusations,
maybe somebody should say something.
Picture.
Looks like it says Jonathan Thomas from left to right. But he's got Auburn. Yeah,
author Jonathan Thomas. Oh, this is from 2016, so he's a little bit older now.
He's older. Yeah, the guy I saw was older, heavier.
Is there any way you can zoom in? Like, I'm sorry.
No, that's as much as I'm able to zoom in. So that's what
he's.
I'm just trying to see like age progression. Is he like, is that the heavier policeman, or is that the guy?
I'm not accusing him. I'm telling you what this police officer looks like. He's heavier. He walks like with his arms out to the side. Okay, like when he walks, like he's got a belly on him. This guy.
Now, if you could see a current photograph.
And he beat him in the head with a baton or something.
Yeah.
Swear that looks like
one from 2019. Not a whole lot on Mr. Thomas on the interwebs.
No.
Not seeing much on him, unfortunately.
Please join the Henderson Police Department. No, do not join that police department. That police department.
You probably don't even need to go to the police academy.
Department needs to be taken apart and gone through with a fine-tooth comb.
Let's see what he makes. His salary details.
Mary, a viewer said there is a video of him purchasing a rope at Walmart.
Okay. All right. Well, he might have needed it for the truck. Because when you're carrying stuff in the back of a truck, you got to secure it. It doesn't mean that he killed himself. I'm getting he did not kill himself.
I don't believe so either.
No, he did not.
It just breaks my heart that he was so young and then it was a person in power that took him down. Someone that's supposed to protect
him. Well, I mean, let's not keep chasing police officers. All right, so we have the older chubby cop, more bald. We have a younger cop, and then a third person maybe works or lives near the site he was pulled over. And these are the three dudes we're trying to find to help Javion here. So, I think we found what we can. If anybody wants to do some more digging into that police department and find more what she's described, but I think we've got a few decent people to go after here.
The younger looking cop does have dark hair.
This is from 2019 or 15, but does this look familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was from.
Does he have a brutality charge against?
When the lineup that you showed, Jeff, with the heavier set guy, the second to the left, I tried enhancing it just to see his eyes. He's got like those dead eyes.
Yeah.
Like where he's.
Does he have a brutality charge against him?
Let me see. No, the picture, the clearer picture, that guy, no, he got like employee of the month or whatever in 20, I think, hold on. I lost it. Sorry, lost it. It went.
All right, let's move on. We spent the comments again. We can meet get back to him. This is actually another one relatively recent.
Hey, hold on.
I do want to say this. Okay, so guys, when I rent a U-Haul or a truck and I'm carrying stuff, I have rope in the car with me to tie it in. Okay. And it doesn't necessarily mean that he bought the rope to kill himself. That was not his intention. Not at all.
Well, they're going to try to make it look that way because
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we have more cases. We have got a couple more.
Yeah,
this is probably going to be a longer show than normal. But this was Javon.
This is actually pretty recent. This is actually last summer. Or no, this is about a month ago. This woman, this is Stephanie Bell, 38 years old, from Detroit. This is August 21st. She's been missing. She's been reported missing just less than a week ago. But yeah, she's been missing for nearly a month. I don't know much about her, that she's 38 and no one has seen her a lot. Mary, what do you see?
A guy got in her car. He's wearing a white t-shirt. He is a black male. He is middle-aged, and she is showing me, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she's trying to hit him, fight him off like this. I just see her trying to hit him off, and she knew him.
She knew him.
She knew him.
She knew him.
And I want to say the guy was drunk. I see her inside of a house. First time I saw this picture, I thought it's water. I saw her driving over a bridge and I saw water. But then I'm walking that back. You know, normally the first thing Spirit shows me is exactly what happened. Then I saw signs, symbols, and imagery. And then I saw a backyard inside of a house, like a 1970s, needs remodeling really bad. You know, the old wood oak cabinets, really bad.
That's not unfamiliar in that area of Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah. And laying on the floor in the kitchen, her body is laying on the floor, and he's deciding what to do with it.
Oh, so she's currently in the house in Detroit right now?
She was. I saw her laying in a like crumpled mess like this on the kitchen floor. And he's trying to figure out what to do with her body. And I think he drags her outside to the backyard where there's a field there. There's like a field. So they're going to, her body, and this is not out of the question, a fire pit, like a garbage metal can in the backyard.
Burn drum?
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Burn barrel. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's where she's in a burn barrel in a field, not too far from the house where they had her, huh?
I saw him like dragging her body down the steps outside. I see this horrible old kitchen, and then there was a screen door right on the back side of the house. Opens it up, and it's just one or two steps before he's like in the backyard or some looking yard that has, a burn barrel is sitting right there.
Mm-hmm.
So house, first she was in the car with this drunk black man wearing a white t-shirt. Then she, I think she knew this house. It was this man's house. She had been in this house before. She knew her.
So what? Was it a friend? Was it maybe a former lover, current lover?
I think it was someone she knew who, I think she knew him in passing, but didn't know him personally like that. Yep.
I'm not sure this person has abilities or if she's familiar with the story, but she's kind of throwing.
Yeah. Yeah. She did know who this man was. And I think she had seen him in the neighborhood. She knew who he was.
Oh, the man. She's saying the man is a crackhead.
Yeah. There you go. Yep.
So not right in the head, but since we are in the Detroit area, like we're in the burbs,
okay. So you know what's really weird, guys, because there are a lot of people missing from Detroit. Black women, black young men. Okay, and black young girls, a lot.
Right.
They don't get publicized that much, though, Mary.
No, they don't, and they should, because you know what you got on your hands?
What?
You got a serial killer targeting the blacks.
Here?
Yes.
Is this a victim of him, or is this not
a victim of him?
Well, this is not the serial killer we're talking about here, but there is an
no.
active serial killer now.
There is an active serial killer in Detroit,
targeting
is what you're saying.
black women who look like her. Okay, the eyes, especially the eyes, young, middle-aged. I mean, 30s and younger. And he's not adverse to young boys.
Wow.
So you do have a serial killer in Michigan
Okay,
targeting
but this
the black.
one, she's familiar with the guy, not super familiar perhaps, but sort of knows him from the neighborhood maybe, and he's sort of a crackhead local guy. And, she's in a burn barrel not far in a field.
I mean, I have never seen a burn barrel in my visions.
No.
You know?
Well, a friend of mine, a medium, a local, really renowned medium, had posted this today. I'd been trying to get her on the show for some time, and I told her that we would try to get to this today. You know, really hard. And I'm going to share this with her.
I want to bring in. We got a few more to cover. I want to do this kind of relatively quickly. So I want to bring into the stage. This is an older one. This is Cherylyn Hawkley. She's a teacher. She was from California, from Placer County, like up north of Sacramento. In 1993, she left school function. She was a teacher, left a school on the 29th at a Halloween party, and she disappeared and was found. Her body was found a mile away. They really don't have too many leads. They do have a sketch of the suspect. This is a sketch of what the police drew. But Mary, what do you see?
So a viewer sent that to me, and I was talking to her about the case yesterday. And I saw 2 men. It was one of 2 men that she knew that did this to her. Now, the police suspect there were 2 serial killers working that area at the time of her murder. Okay.
Right.
But I do not believe it was the serial killer. I don't. It was at the Riverside, and then do you remember the Golden State killer?
Yeah.
Not him. No. No, this was, I believe, someone that she was intimate with that killed her.
Intimate with?
Huh?
Oh, it was like a boyfriend or someone she was dating.
That's what she showed me, because she showed me the exact same sketch as. Show me. Put that sketch up again, please.
With the sketch of the okay.
Yeah. She was dating a guy that looked like that.
Well.
And I got a lot of jealousy. Like, he was weird to begin with. She had an ex-husband, and then she had kids, and it's like, where are her kids? And she had a boyfriend, and I just got, like, there was so much jealousy there from the boyfriend part, so much. And I think
the police cleared her boyfriend. He's the one that reported him. He reported her missing, and police cleared her boyfriend. So I don't know if it was him or maybe.
I don't think that means much.
It doesn't mean much.
Yeah, police aren't very good.
And the police will say that, and it doesn't mean that he's still not a suspect. I do not see a serial killer. I see, and her boyfriend was weird, very jealous, very nervous, very weird. I feel like it was the person that she was seeing that did this. It was, yeah. I mean, well, that's what she's showing me.
Well, you need to listen.
He would wear weird colors that it wasn't normal. Weird colors in clothing, not normal. Okay. He was very eccentric. Very eccentric. Like, and I got, it was a crime of hate. Like, she betrayed him. Hate. I hate her. I hate her.
And now, so this was his vindictive stab back in retribution.
Well, it was a crime of in
the moment, heat of the moment.
Yeah, in the moment. I just, yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, the police know who the guy is. He's the one that reported her missing, so it shouldn't be hard to find out this guy and open the investigation, look a little bit more into him. So,
yeah.
I don't have any faith in the police.
You know?
At all. And I know how you feel, Cal.
This lady here, this is 74-year-old Phyllis Ward. Phyllis, this is from 2012. Phyllis was found in her apartment. Her house. She was murdered. Before I give any more detail, Mary, what do you see on this one?
You know, it's weird. It's a guy with brown hair that did this. And I feel he had severe mental issues. He had problems before. I don't know if it was a nephew of hers, because I get family, okay? And Spirit shows me family, like I know there's family around her, but she may have been like a mother or a grandmother, but she was also kind of difficult. But this person, I got two times. Like, yeah, like he killed her the first time and then came back after she was long gone. Like, but I got like two times.
What did he use to do? What did he kill her with both times? With the same way?
I just felt like he beat her in the head. He beat her in the head, and then years later, I felt like he came back. I felt like he thought she was still there, or her ghost was still there, and he wanted to get rid of the entire place. First time, second time. Like, I'm going to go back and I'm going to make sure this bitch is gone. Like, he was mentally ill.
Talk about the second time he went back. What did he do that time to her? First time he said he beat her in the head.
Yeah, I think he killed her. Yeah, for sure he killed her. I see her laying on the floor.
But he went back later.
He went back. It's just like the memory of her kept replaying in his head. And he was like, this guy he's got dark hair. He's got wild, crazy eyes. Do we have any pictures of any suspects?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to
some
more out of you first.
But he went back to...
He
went back to the house again because he wanted that whole house gone. He wanted her gone. Well, he killed her a couple of years before, and then he came back. And why did he come back? Because she's still there. I feel sure she's still there. I feel sure she's still there. So I'm just going to get rid of this memory. And I don't know if he blew it up or why is tonight centered around fire? First, Javon. Second,
what is
second is the woman in the burn barrel, and now this.
Well, we're certainly okay. So let's tell you the story about Cherilyn. She actually was murdered. She was beaten in the head with a blunt object.
Wow.
So she died of a blunt injury, but the police didn't find her immediately. She was there for 6 weeks or so, and they only found it when somebody came back and burned the house down.
What? What the hell? Are you
That's
serious?
what I was laughing about. I was like, wow. So yeah,
you're the skeptic.
What?
What? Yeah,
What?
so they do have the person in jail. They don't believe he was the person who murdered her, but they do have DNA from the scene from the guy the arsonist. So you described him as brown hair, goofy eyes. Let's put him on the screen. Is this the dude?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks deranged.
Yeah.
He looks like Charles Manson.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said.
Yeah. Manson vibes.
Yeah, she didn't even know we were doing this case. I actually just came up with this myself. So, yeah, she wasn't prepared.
Creepy dude.
Wow.
Mental illness to the max with this guy. Yeah, mental illness.
Well, he's in prison for, I think he did 30 years for arson. He's a repeat offender, so I doubt he's getting out anytime soon. But you're saying he's the responsible one for the murder itself also.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so this is Stephen Eugene Roberts III. He lives on a proud legacy as the third person. He's the third. His dad and grandpa might be proud.
God, that mustache.
But yeah, Stephen's going to do a while in jail, but you're saying he also... I don't know if there's any connection between him and the victim. I think he was more of a drifter, but he may have known her or worked for her.
I don't
he looks
know.
so put together, though.
How, what did she do for a living?
She was 74. They probably don't do very much.
Okay. Well, I mean, what did she do prior to that? Do you know, before she retired?
No, I don't.
Okay. I feel like I don't feel like she knew him. No.
No, I think it was a rando thing.
Yeah. He's my God.
Came up the screen. It's gross.
It
well, I mean, at least they have their. I mean, he's up for parole soon. This was 10 years ago that he was convicted of arson, so he's going to be up for parole. He just was convicted of arson, so potentially they need to go after him for the murder because
they do. They do. They absolutely.
Mary's saying that's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see, we got one more to throw up. Oh, actually, I have one to throw up on the screen. This is more of my personal indulgence. So I want to throw up on the screen. This is a man named Don Lewis. If you may not know who Don Lewis is, this is Don Lewis. He disappeared. It was 1997. Don Lewis disappeared. He was a millionaire. And if you don't recognize Don Lewis, he is the husband of Carol fucking Baskin.
That's the oh my gosh.
You watch Tiger King. This is what the Tiger King. I love this show.
Jason, have you seen
the
this?
background of the show is she inherited millions of dollars.
You've never
seen her husband who disappeared. And he was accusing her of feeding him to tigers. Mary, what do you see on Don here?
Wow, is that a bobcat? Oh, they're beautiful. Okay, so just so you know, I walked into this restaurant in Darien, Georgia. Of course, I stuck out like a sore thumb. Fucking rednecks. So anyway. Here's this kid, and I think the owner of this restaurant, it's an oyster bar down there, and the kid has proudly shot a bobcat and displayed it in a picture. And I looked at the people in the kitchen. I said, "Where's the owner?" And the owner came out, and I said, "I'm not going to eat here because of this picture, because of what you have done to a beautiful animal. Not doing it. And I stormed out. First thing I got with him was Costa Rica. Very first thing I got with him was
damn it.
Crazy. Costa Rica. It's crazy. He's dead. Why would I get Costa Rica? He's dead.
Does he have family from Costa Rica? Because like I got a lot of family from Costa Rica.
The theory was he fled the country, or that's what she said, that he left in an airplane. So he flew somewhere. At least that was the story. So potentially he was he left his money behind.
Was his airplane ever found?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, right. I got Nicaragua, Costa Rica, especially Costa Rica. Very first thing I saw with him. But
this is where you can evade problems, Costa Rica and Nicaragua, correct?
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit like I don't know that much about.
Well, if you're a gringo with money in there, you can get away with stuff. Yes.
Yes, you can. I know. I used to own property in Costa Rica with my ex.
So beautiful.
I know very well. And so, but then he's dead. He was in an airplane, all right. Spirit is showing me two things.
Okay.
She killed him and fed him to the tigers. I know nothing about these people. Okay. I never even watched the show. I've heard about it. I know nothing. I know nothing about it. Okay. Mm-hmm. I see nothing but money, 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 money with her. I know nothing about her. And with him, it's like, wow. Okay, so I'm seeing some girlfriends in his past, some women in his past. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, yeah, I feel he's dead, and I want to say because of her.
Okay, the story was that he had bought a plane ticket or had flown to Costa Rica, so that was part of the official story. Did he make it to Costa Rica?
I think he probably did make it to Costa Rica, but he was dead before he got there.
Huh? He was dead before he got there.
Yeah.
So he was on a plane and died?
He was. So he bought himself a plane, is what you're saying? Or he bought a plane ticket?
He owned planes, but he had bought a plane ticket also.
No, he never got on that plane. So Spirit showed me two things. His body, a dead body, was put on a plane and flown, a private plane, and like a puddle jumper, and flown there where his body was just pushed out of the door. And then the second thing that Spirit showed me was she killed him. She killed him. And she killed him. But what I'm seeing is that I feel like she might have hired someone to put his body in a plane and shove him out the door on the plane over Costa Rica in the jungles. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy.
Yeah, I've never heard this. Well, I mean, I never knew. Like, this show came out, and it was during the pandemic, and I couldn't.
I love this guy.
He's still in prison, Joe.
I love Joe.
He hired a hitman to kill her, Carol fucking Baskin.
Oh, he hired a hitman to kill Carol.
He did.
Arguable whether they entrapped him or not.
He's unhinged, Mary. Yeah, he's unhinged, but I don't think that he's harm. But he's got an axe to grind, obviously.
I would say, yeah, he definitely has an axe to grind. But I'm just getting dead people around Carol. Okay. So I'm getting, there's dead people around her. She is a psychopath.
That's what Joe said.
Huh?
That's what Joe Exotic was saying. He doesn't like Carol fucking Baskin.
No. Stevie Wonder
like
can see this one, Mary.
Carol
Stevie
fucking
Wonder.
Baskin.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they both
Carol
own
fucking Baskin.
wild
It's
animal
comedic.
reserves. She owns one in Florida. He owns one in like Oklahoma, or he did. And she was like protesting his wild animal reserve, trying to get closed
Why
down.
isn't she in jail?
She's got 2 dead people that are standing behind her, which tells me she killed these 2 people. This is a trail of dead people behind her.
Well,
She
I think
killed
he saw her.
2 people.
The cat
Carol
food.
Baskin must be stopped.
But he didn't kill anybody. So let's free Tiger
Joe.
Okay.
He was trying to stop a murderer.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I love him. Even though he's a freaking nut, I love him.
They were all such losers. Every time they brought someone, it was like, this is a worse person. The person's even more terrible. It's awesome.
I don't even like TV. I don't even like TV, but this stuff, it was amusing.
Do you know what karma is going to do to Carol? It's like a chef walking out in front of a food truck and getting hit. It would be like an animal lover getting run over by wild buffalo or eaten by wild buffalo. Karma comes back to her in that form. If it has
you got a prediction, folks. Carol Baskin gets run over by a wild animal. Here we go.
No,
I just think she belongs in jail.
I'm making this a short.
She gets attacked by one. But no, she killed that man. Her Don. Did you
Don
say
Lewis?
No, she killed him. She absolutely.
Carol fucking Baskin.
She killed him.
And he's just telling the truth. And living his best life, but not in jail.
He's a hero.
I mean, are we doing is it burn baby burn night tonight? Because I'm just getting
Mary, most of the time it's water. Like, I've known you for 5-6 years now. It's always been water.
A lot of water.
I've never seen so much fire.
Yeah, it's one of our viewers asked this question.
8 cancer doctors.
Plane crash in Brazil a month ago. Oh, I saw that. That was insane. I saw that plane. That was crazy.
I don't think.
Well, that makes sense because Big Pharma is evil.
A simple mechanical failure. Okay, from what I'm getting was that that was purposely done.
Whoa.
That plane crash in Brazil. Carol killed Don, and I think somehow did something with his body. But the first thing I saw with him was Costa Rica. So maybe I'm seeing something in the past. Is that correct? With Don, Costa Rica? Or I'm seeing what he was planning on doing. He was leaving for Costa Rica. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah. That's what
so he is dead. His body is where Carol is.
At her tiger farm?
Yes, his body is where Carol is.
That's the plane crash. I saw the video of that in Brazil.
Brazil. Yeah, and it hit a house or something. 8 cancer doctors. I'm sorry, that's not normal. Nope.
That was part of the news. I mean, that's.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
You thinking this is a sabotage or this is a?
Yes, I do.
Intentional.
Well, I think that they want to. I think that they want to hurt any of the healers that don't want to involve like the drugs.
Holistic. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, because of your career.
Right.
Well, they're AstraZeneca.
Yeah. 60.
That's what they were going.
Yeah, we haven't made enough enemies in this show yet. Let's talk about the big pharma.
Yeah, that's why we need a lawyer.
Right. Yeah.
But none of us have any money. Like we're
and I'm just telling you what Spirit says. So Don wishes to hell that this is what I'm getting. Don wishes to hell that he could have gotten away from her. She was a psychopath. absolute psychopath. He was planning to get away from her by going to Costa Rica with some money that he had. He had a lot of money. Okay. She wasn't going to allow that to happen. He is somewhere either on that farm with her. He is real close. She keeps an eye on him. So whatever she did with his body, it is close to her. Whether she fed him to animals.
That's what it was. Said the tigers, but am I correct? Fed the ex-husband to tigers.
She was accused of that.
Oh well, he's just.
But, I mean, there'd still be bones. They'd still poop out the bones.
Yeah, there would still be bones. No, she keeps an eye on him. Like, I think he is right there on that farm where she can see it every day. She's a friggin' psychopath. No emotion killer.
Well, Tiger King is just trying to spread the word. That's all. He's just a little extra colorful, and we love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have another one?
Yeah, Jason, what were you saying about the Brazil crash?
Oh no, that they were going to a conference for a big pharma, and obviously holistic doctors.
They were holistic doctors.
Well, anything to do with big pharma is a little suspect when a plane goes down with a lot.
Yeah, with 8.
She could have a lot of times. I in the past, a lot of go outside of the country. They'll say something, or they get taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
we featured a couple things, you guys, where people were injected with something or hitman, and it was big pharma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, they don't want people to be well.
No,
well, and years ago, when all those holistic doctors died,
yeah,
a large number of them within a short period of time.
Mary, one of our audience members just sent a request looking at this guy. I don't know if a good pictures. Timothy Rerio, actually from not too far from where we live. You see anything on Timothy here?
What's up with his I'm getting his brain's not normal.
Like mental health issues?
Yeah, mental health.
How old was he?
He's kind of young. I'm not seeing much. I'm
looking.
He's
17? 17?
He's only 17. No, he's 38 actually. Wow.
38.
He's my baby brother's age.
Yeah.
I just got maybe some mental health issues with him. Missing in Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not far from. It's in Roseville.
Sorry.
I don't. How long has he been missing?
It's over a year now. From last May, I think he went missing.
I want to say murder, suicide.
Murder or suicide?
Yeah, suicide.
Where is he now?
I just saw an empty room. Maybe with a mattress in it. You know what a crack house looks like? Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, so I thought we covered this before. Didn't we cover him before?
Not to my memory.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no.
These pictures aren't looking familiar, I don't think.
I've never seen it.
Maybe it's from maybe the viewer sent it to me and I looked at it. I didn't I think I passed it on to you, Brooke or Jeff. Drugs,
you did.
Drugs.
Yes.
Drugs. Yep. Overdose. self-inflicted suicide.
Okay.
Thought he was in the company of a girl. I'm not sure, but I'm not told.
Oh, last week I wasn't here last week. That's why I
Yeah.
don't know who you're talking
Tall
about.
reeds, tall grass, and it looks like a long path goes into this tall grass. But I do see a single room, and a bare mattress laying on the floor in this room. Did he have a history of drugs?
Somebody in the chat that has gifts keeps on waiting. It's blowing my mind, and it was like self-medicating. It's kind of nuts. What I'm seeing in the chat, but yes, that looks to be the issue. Well, I think because of the whole opioid epidemic.
Yeah.
Right. He's about
It's
the
a
right
huge.
age. So.
It's
All
a
right.
huge.
Well, I mean, we are really running out. We're actually well past time tonight, so I want to wrap up and save some of the stuff for next week. Does anybody have any closing remarks or anything to announce?
I just want to say, if anybody has any suggestions or cases, please email us at therealmarriedmedium@gmail.com. And next week should be action-packed. We're going to do some celebrities. And Mary, do you have anything to say?
No, just wow, that's a heck of a chat we have going on there. That's the first time I've ever seen it. Thank you guys so much for being in. I know, right? Thank you.
I've been pretty active in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate everybody being active. And if you're still watching the video at this point, you should probably like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you could like get notified. So hit the bell. I don't remind people enough of that. Every other video does. So like, subscribe, hit the bell, and make those numbers go up and make our show more popular. It would really be helpful. That'd be cool. But we're going to be back in 1 week, 9 p.m. Sunday night every week. There are lots of other videos you can check out in the meantime, but we will see you in a week. I appreciate everybody tonight and appreciate the three of you.
And please spread the word about Javon. It was not suicide, guys. He was buying the road.
It's the police. Henderson
police
were after you.
To secure what he was carrying in the truck. And the police are, from what he is saying to me, the police are covering it up, and he needs his mother to know.
Get those motherfuckers.
We need to help his mom.
We will see you all next week. I appreciate everybody, and have a great night.